and live for drunkenness and to have, just the parties and looking forward to living the weekend. But I didn't live for the glory of God. I lived for the own lust of my flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. And I couldn't even love people. I couldn't love the way that God called me to love. I couldn't love God. I couldn't love my neighbor as myself. Nobody. He says, I will give you a new heart and put a new spirit within you. This is something amazing, because God does a spiritual surgery in you and in me. He must do that spiritual surgery in you and in me. God will convict you and me of sin. Then he will cause you to walk in his statutes and to keep his commandments and to do them. That means that Christ, his spirit will be united to your spirit, and he's the one that will cause you to do everything that is good. So you and I cannot produce anything that is good unless the Holy Spirit is in us and he brings the life of Jesus Christ in us. That's the miracle of the gospel of Jesus Christ, is that God comes in to live inside of you and inside of me. The Bible tells us that he did not delight himself in buildings made out of human hands. He says, your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. But he also tells you in James chapter 4, 5 through 10, he says, don't you know that you are the temple of the Holy Spirit and God yearns jealously for you? And therefore, God tells you, hey, submit to God, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. You got to fight. You got to battle to prove yourself that you belong to God willfully. That you are no longer wanting to be governed by your lust of the flesh, lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. You're no longer wanting to be governed by sin. Yeah, you do sin, but then you feel bad, guilty, and you go to God and you ask him for forgiveness, and you ask him to wash you and cleanse you with his blood, and he will do it. Because he tells you that he is faithful to do that. Where does it say that? 1 John chapter 1, verse 9. But also, he tells you in 1 John chapter 2, my little children, I write to you that you may not sin. But if you do sin, because he knows that we will sin, we have an advocate with the Father, Jesus Christ. So he's the one that defends us when Satan accuses us. But that's just having a beautiful relationship with him, saying, Lord, look at David in Psalm 51. Lord, please do not depart from me. Don't take away your Holy Spirit from me. Today, we are so boasting that no matter how we live, Christ lives in us. Forget it. Jesus said, my goodness, you're going to receive everything. Every comfort of God, his love, his peace, his joy, his strength. You're going to delight yourself. If you think that there's something that you love here, it's going to be way greater. Paul said that he saw and he heard things that you wouldn't even believe how good it is. And it's all a choice of what you do with your life. You continue being a son of the devil,